We are here today to speak with Konstantin, the star of the wildly popular movie Night Watch. The story revolves around a confrontation and fragile balance between two opposing groups, the Others. There are the Light Others, who are members of the Night Watch, who support good, and the Night Others, who are members of the Day Watch, who support evil. These two groups must be balanced, or the world faces destruction and a truce is formed. In modern Russia, our hero Anton, played by Konstantin, is devastated when his wife leaves him for another man. He visits with Daria, who he believes will be able to return her to him. During this confrontation, he is recognized as a Light Other. The film then flashes forward 12 years, and now Anton is a member of the Night Watch organization. Привет, Svavats, Konstantin.
Spasiba.
Night Watch has been an amazing success, and really the first Russian blockbuster. I've heard now that it's grossed over $15 million. Have you been surprised by its success?
Yeah, a little. Typically science fiction films have not done as well as some other genre, but Sergei Lukyanko's book and Timur Bekmambetov's screenplay adaptation has truly created a complex world that people can really immerse themselves in and relate and care about the characters. The eternal fight between good and evil and light and dark is something that all people can understand and even see themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's something I found to be relatable. I think most viewers can see themselves in many characters. There's a sense of internal and external battles in this film that most people face in real life. This film was a departure from your previous work. Your past movies really were made of romance dramas and comedies. Did you find it challenging to get into the horror sci-fi role and kind of transform yourself as an actor?
I found the pace and the physical nature of this movie at times quite difficult, but what was interesting to me was that as we went along with the filming, I really felt the pull of my character Anton. I think the strength of the writing and the development of his character really made me feel what he was feeling.
Now a bit about you. Your parents were hydrological engineers, and you yourself studied electronics at Leningrad School of Aviation. How did you go from such a technical background to acting?
A couple years into my training, I really knew that it wasn't really for me. I had always liked acting. When I was little, I was always putting on little plays for my family, and, well, I wasn't really sure how to start, but I left school and started doing things like performing music on the street and some stage work for a theater group.
How did your parents feel about this sudden change and your decision to look towards acting?
They were surprised, but I think they always knew that I wasn't really happy with electronics and that I had more of a creative side. You know, they've been pretty supportive of me.
Did you have any formal acting training?
Yes, I attended the Leningrad State Institute of Theater. I graduated as an actor and spent quite some time in the theater. It was hard work, but really gave me the background that I needed to be a solid performer.
What do you think was really your first real break? What was the big step that really got you to where you are today?
Well, after 5 months stint in the Moscow theater, I really felt I wasn't able to get the work that I wanted, so I went back to my hometown of St. Petersburg. There, I was able to get a recurring role in the crime TV show, Uboy Haya Sala. I think this role really made me known to people.
Around this time, you met your wife, Anastasia. Is she an actor?
No, actually, Anastasia is a radio journalist. That's actually how we met. I met her and asked if she would be interested in a small part, but she was not overly excited to do this, but she came over to the theater anyways to do an interview with me, and, you know, it was love at first sight.
She must be pretty excited about the success of Night Watch.
Yes, we both are. It's different now, though, for us. We're recognized not only here in Russia, but also elsewhere. People seem to be so much more interested in taking our pictures. Not as much privacy.
Back to the film. There was a scene a little over halfway through the film where your character Anton was being strangled by another. Throughout this film there was a lot of violence, and this being your first time portraying a violent character, what did you feel when you had the chance to view the film after it was complete in its entirety? Was it shocking to see yourself like this?
I found it shocking because, of course, I'm not a violent person in reality, so it's strange seeing myself in this completely different person. It's so convincing. I mean, I really look like a violent person.
The special effects and pace of this film was incredible, really rivaling those that we see in some of the big-budget American films.
Yes, director Bekmambetov commissioned 16 Russian studios and freelancers to create hundreds of visual effects. CGI effects really were on par with those of the US films. Previous state-sponsored films tended to have a very slow pace. I think that Bekmambetov's background in music videos and commercials really changed things, giving the movie amazing energy.
This film was an adaptation of Sergei Lukyanko's popular novel, a first in a trilogy, and I believe that Night Watch really was the telling of only the first story within Sergei's Night Watch novel. Can we expect to see a second movie?
Yes, we're all really excited to actually have begun initial filming on the next installment, Daywatch, which is actually the telling of the second and third part of the first novel, so we have a lot more to show you.
Well, I know your fans will be eagerly awaiting for another glimpse into the world of Anton Gordetsky and the light and dark others. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.